Huda, the makeup artist. Today we are getting into a festival ready makeup look. I know we have a lot of festivals going on this year, so I wanted to put something out so you guys can definitely whip up and pop right on top of your ready-made face already. But before we get into the video, I do want you guys to go on ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna give y'all some time to go on ahead and do that. You ready? Okay. Alright, so let's just get into this video without further ado. Alright, so ladies, we're going in with Vanish. And this is Hourglass's new foundation. I swatched this in Sephora and I just love the amount of coverage that it gave me. If you're looking for something with a lot of coverage, you definitely can go in with this one. You literally only need a little bit. And I would start from the middle and work my way out with it. Just spread that foundation all over because it is heavy duty. And I typically would not go in with a foundation with this amount of coverage for a festival. I'm only doing this for the purposes of this video so you guys can see. Next, I am going in with my LA Pro Conceal in the shade Beautiful Bronze. This is my favorite shade to contour with right now. And for my concealer, for my under eyes, I'm using Too Faced New Contour Concealer in the shade Tan. Well, I'm sorry, in the shade Sand. Yes, blend, baby, blend. So for setting my under eyes, I'm using Laura Mercier's translucent powder. This is like my favorite powder to set under my eyes with. It just leaves like a flawless finish and effortless, basically. And if you guys are going in to set your under eyes with your beauty blender right after you're using your concealer, make sure, honey, make sure you're going to go ahead and clean it. Do not let that translucent powder seep into that beauty blender. You will create some hardening. It will like be nasty. So make sure you're taking those extra steps to cleanse your makeup application products. So I'm literally going all around my face where I get the most oily. I typically don't get oily in this section. I'm only doing this for sculpting purposes. I saw like a lot of YouTubers sculpting their face like this and I wanted to try it out. I mean, I never had to do any of this before, but I see like what it does and I actually really like it. Like I would probably skip this part for a festival. Honestly, for festivals, I probably would not put on any foundation. I would just go in with my mask, but I'm doing this just in case you guys need the coverage or want the coverage, you know. So next I'm going in with the Naked Basics palette. This is like one of my favorite products to use for my eyebrows. I literally don't know what I would do if Urban Decay discontinued this. I would be so distraught. I would probably protest. I would go on rants. This is just a bomb product. And I literally found that I do not need any eyebrow primer for this powder to stay on. It is an eyeshadow palette, but I use it for my brows. So next, I'm going to be using that same concealer that I used under my eyes, pretty much in the color Sand. And we're just using this as an eyeshadow primer. And we're going in with the White Peach palette by Too Faced. Yes, honey. And I'll be applying Creme de la Creme, the shade from the White Peach palette. If you don't have this palette, you can go in with a light, I want to say a light peachy tone. And just work that shade into your crease. I had a little bit of translucent powder left over. And I was not feeling this contour on my nose. I felt like it was a little too harsh. So I was trying to soften it up a bit. But that's besides the point. So from that White Peach palette, I am going in with Peach Suede. And I'm popping that right into the crease right underneath creme de la creme. So the purpose of doing this, because we're going in with glitter, we just want to have something for that glitter. Like, you want to create like a 3D effect with your eyes. You want a little bit of depth, and the highlight part is supposed to come from the glitter. So you want to create some type of dimension effect. Alright, so we're going in with Benefit's newest bronzer in the shade Toasted. I am so excited about this because some of y'all brands, y'all be tripping with these bronzers. Like, I can't even use it as a bronzer sometimes, but I am so glad they came out with something warm. And they do have 2 shades that they came out with. It was the caramel, and then it's Toasted, and their original one is Hoola. And this one is so beautiful. Great for summer. I cannot wait to get a somewhat of a tan right now. But yeah, I'm just taking this and I'm sculpting my face with this a little bit more, just to bring forth some more warmth, because I felt a little washed out. And I absolutely love this little brush. This is my first time using a brush. So I am taking Toasted, and I am going to be using this on my eyelid as well. Not my lid, but you know, the outer crease. So I'm taking this because this complements that peach tone that I'm trying to do. I want to create like a transition basically, and also a ombre effect going on. Like, you want the warmth go to cool to light basically. Alright, so next we're going in and we're doing a half cut crease. And I am using my same concealer that I use for my under eyes, the shade Tan with the Too Faced. So if you guys want to take heed to this little trick and tip that I have for you, you can slightly look in the mirror, slightly tilt your head back, and you will see where you need to create that cut crease. It will be going off of your eye shape basically. So I am continuing to fill in, honey. Fill it in. You want to make sure you fill that in evenly. We don't want any splotchy blotchiness, going on. We don't need all of that. Alright, so next you want to take your creme tone, and you want to pop that right on the top. Blend it in, creating that nice ombre effect. Of course, this won't be showing through your glitter, but you want to put something down just to lock that concealer in. And next, I'm taking from that white peach palette, I'm taking Peach Sorbet, and I'm mixing it with Peach Smoothie, and I'm popping it right into my inner crease. And creating, so basically I'm just patting that color in because I tend to crease a little bit. And I'm taking my bronzer shade and Toasted, and I'm using that on my outer crease part just to make sure everything is nice and blended and cohesive. And I have the Too Faced blush. It's in the shade So Peachy. Right now, it just fell up out of there, and I'm so mad about that. I'm going to have to super glue this back on, but I was really upset about that. Yep, and just take your blush brush and, yeah, do you see that peach tone? It is so cute. So, I actually had ordered this glitter from Etsy, and it's a company called Dazzle Me Glitter. And this one is Dream a Little Dream. It's so pretty. It has stars and moons and iridescent glitter. And they're just everything that represents my personality, basically. I'm all extra. And this is just as extra. And you can take any glitter adhesive that you have. I know Too Faced has one. I used the Sephora glitter adhesive, and it came with like I think it came with a pack of 3 glitters. And the best way I think to apply this is with my fingertips, because I can control how much I'm putting on. There is glitter applicators, but I prefer to use my fingertip. And I'm just making sure everything is nice and blended. Well, not nice and blended, but even. So from there, I'm going in with the Stila. This is in the shade Diamond Dust. And I'm basically adding that right in front of that glitter just to have like a nice soft transition. Oh, and from here, we're going to go in with those glitter rhinestones. I have silver glitter stars, and I also have the little rhinestones. So we're going to go in and create our mask now. And I'm using that same glitter adhesive just to hold that down. I normally would probably go in with something that will adhere better to my skin, because with this one I found like when I go out and I'm sweating, I'm at a festival, it kind of tends to move a little bit, because I've worn this at work before and honey, it was not cute. It was just falling. So I want you guys to be very purposeful on where your placement is with this, because once you place this down and you have foundation underneath, you want to make sure that you're putting it in the right spot and you do not mess up basically and have to move this around, because things could get a little bit, you know, messy. It's not cute, because then you'll have to lay your foundation back. You'll have to remove it, lay your foundation back down. It's just a lot of work. Much needed work that you don't want to have. Another trick and tip, you can lay down your adhesive first, just so you know where your placement is. Girl, this is the Pat McGrath mascara that newly came out. I am such a huge fan of this right now. I normally go in with my Milk Kush mascara, but this, honey, this has taken the cake. It is so beautiful. And you can't really see it like on top of my little, with the glitter in the background. Next, I'm going in with my highlighter shade palette. This is Sephora Collection. You can go in with any highlighter that you may like at the time. Next, I am lining my lips with Buxom's. This is their plumpline lip liner, and it's in the shade Hush Hush. You basically, for this part, I just want you guys to wear something neutral, because we want this look to be soft and goddess-like. We don't need any harsh or popping colors. Basically, we want the eyeshadow and the mask to be the main focal point. So next, we're going in with NARS Orgasm. This is their new oil tinted lip paint. This is going to give us a light pink tone to our lips, something very, very natural and neutral. And that's basically what we want, is goddess-like, effortless. All right, so just taking a look at myself, and I'm going back in with that white peach palette, and we're using Pink Sorbet, and we're dusting that right on our bottom underneath our lash line, just to make sure everything is nice and blended and cohesive. You just want that extra shading basically. I'm taking Toasted, that Benefit bronzer, and I am using it right on top of, I want to say Pink Sorbet. Alright, so I'm taking a look at myself to see if I need to add anything, and yes I do. I'm going back in with my Pat McGrath mascara. Remember, this is her newest mascara that came out recently. Not newest, but new mascara. I am shook by this. I really love how soft it is when you're first applying it. It is a gorgeous mascara. Oh my god. I normally go in with either my Milk Kush mascara or either NARS Climax or Benefit Better Than Sex, but I think this one is going to be my go-to for my neutral and natural shades that I'm going for, well, looks. So Now I'm just taking a look at myself to see if I needed to add anything else, and I absolutely do. We're going in with Urban Decay's highlighter. Okay, so you can either end your look here or you can add lashes or more glitter. I'll be back. I'm going to pop on those lashes and do my hair. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in today with me with this beautiful festival look. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe.